Welcome all to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Yogesh Patil from the Department of Science, IT and CS. Friends, today we are going to discuss the topic of S5 BSc Computer Science for semester 4. The subject is Android Application Development, and today's topic which we are going to cover is Kotlin operators, or you can also say the operators in Kotlin language. So friends, what is meant by operators we all know. So let's have a overlook on Kotlin operators. Operators are nothing but some special symbols which we are using to perform the different type of operations like arithmetic operations or relational operations like addition or subtraction of any numbers or multiple numbers, as well as comparison in between two numbers or the string, and etc. etc. So like Java, Kotlin also contains the different kinds of operator, just like arithmetic operators, relational operators, assignment operators, unary operators, logical operators, and bitwise operator. So friends, let's start with arithmetic operator. Now, arithmetic operators are the operators which we are using for mathematical calculation in between the multiple operators. As you can see on a screen, there are several different types of operators we have. In arithmetic operators, the symbols which we are using, that are nothing but the plus sign, minus sign, asterisk symbol, that is used for multiplication, slash which is used for division, and percentage sign, it is used for modulus. These operators having its own separate and unique meaning, and as you can see in expression, we can use two variables along with this operator for any arithmetic calculations. If I want to add two numbers, for example two variables a and b, then I am using a, then followed with the plus sign and b. So it will say that this is nothing but an addition of a and b. So you can say a plus b. Similarly, minus subtraction, that is a minus b or a hyphen b. Then for multiplication, a asterisk b, that is a times b. Then slash, which is used for division, that is it indicates a slash b, that is a division b, and modulus, that is a mod b, or we can say a percentage b or a rem b. So here we have one example. As you can see, we have created one function. Here in example, we have declared two variables. Variable a, which have a value 20, and variable b, which contains a value 4. In the very first statement, we have declared that println function is having a text or a string like a plus b equal to. It will print as it is, as you can see on a screen of output, a plus b equal to, it will print as it is. Then we have plus operator. Here the first plus in between double quotes and the bracket symbol, it has been used as a concatenation. It will concatenate these two strings, and in the bracket we have used a plus b. Here the meaning of this plus is nothing but it has been used as an operator or an arithmetic operator which adds the value of two variables a and b. So the output will be a plus b is equal to 24, that is a having value 20, b is having value 4. The addition a plus b, that is 24, will display on the output screen. Similarly, we have used hyphen or a minus for a minus b, a dot times b, a slash b, or a rem b, or instead of that we can use a asterisk b instead of a dot times b, or a percentage b instead of a dot ren b. So it will give us an output, that is a plus b is equal to 24, a minus b is equal to 16, a asterisk b is equal to 18, a divided by or a slash b is equal to 5, and a mod b, that is remainder, is 0. So we will have the output like this. Now similarly we have relational operators in Kotlin. Now relational operators, these operators are just indicating the comparison or the relation in between two different operators, or two different variables, the variables like a and b. Okay, now if I want to compare whether a is greater than b, or a is less than b, or a is equal to b, in that case we are using relational operator as other languages. Like greater than symbol, we have a right directional arrow, then for less than symbol we have left directional arrow. Again for greater than equal to, we have right directional arrow followed by the equal to sign, and for less than, we have less than equal to, we have less than or a left directional arrow followed with the equal to sign. And e is equal to function is indicating that a is equal to b. For that we are using double assignment operator, or you can say double equal to signature. And a is not equal to b, if we want that kind of thing, so we can use exclamatory mark before the equal to symbol. So the expressions are on your screen. A, we can read it just like a greater than b, a less than b, a greater than equal to b, a less than equal to b, a equal to b, or a is not equal to b. And for comparison we can use it as it is in our example or in your program. So let's go with the example. As you can see in an example, we have created two variables c and d, and we have given the value, that is 30 and 40 for these two variables. Now if I want to compare these two variables, so I have created just a greater than c greater than d is equal to, and we have just used the comparison, that is c left right directional arrow d. Now friends, in this case it will only give an output like true or false. We can use it in conditions as well. If a is greater than b, then do these things. So it will contain, if it is true, then it will do that part. If it is not true, then it will do the part which we have written in else, or it will continue with the other code. Similarly, as you can see, the output will be false, true for the remaining condition. So as we already know that 30 is not greater than 40, so the output is false. So, and the next statement, c is less than d, yes, 30 is less than 40, so the output is true. Similarly, c greater than equal to d, the output is false. C is less than equal to d, the output is true, because it's not equal to, but it is less than d, that's why the output is true. The value for c is equal to d is false, and c is not equal to d, it will be true. Now the next operators, that is assignment operator. Assignment operator, it is nothing but a combination of arithmetic operators and assignment symbol, that is equal to. So as other languages we have used an assignment operator, similarly we are using the same operators in the Kotlin as well. So as you can see on a screen, we have plus sign followed by the equal to. It indicates that a is equal to a plus b, means we are adding a value of b into the a. For example, if we have value of a is 1 and value of b is 2, so if I am using a plus equal to b, so it will add b into the a, so a will become 1 plus 2, that is 3. Similarly, it will work for the others. That's why we can see in an expression that is A is equal to A plus B. So similarly, it will carry for A is equal to A minus B, or A into B, or A divided by B, or A mod B. As you can see in an example, if we have a variable A which contains a value 10, and we have another variable which having a value 5. So if I use A plus B, or sorry, A plus equal to B, in that case it will add 5 into 10, so output will be 15. That is A is equal to A plus B. Similarly, A hyphen equal to B, or A minus equal to B, it will minus value of B from the variable A, so output will be 10 minus 5, that will now the value is already 15, so it is 15 minus 5, that is 10. Similarly, it will go for the rest, that is A into B. Now this is 10 into 5, the output is 15. Now A is 50. So A divided by B is 5. So 50 divided by A, that is 5, is nothing but 10. Now A is become 10. So 10 mod equal to B, that is 10 mod 5. The value is 0. So output will be 15, 10, 50, 10, 0. Friends, now the next operator is nothing but an unary operator. Unary operator, it's just having the operator symbol plus plus or minus minus. Similarly, we have in different languages like Java or C++, we are using the same expression, that it will use as a plus plus or A minus minus. It will increase or decrease a value of the variable by 1. So if I use A plus plus, it will increase the value of A by 1, or if I use A minus minus, it will decrease the value of A by 1. So as you can see in the example, we have created two variables, E which contains a value 10 and variable flag which having a value true. So if I use a println function, then and I am increment the value of E, so it becomes 10 plus plus, okay, and after second increment it will be 10 plus 1. If I decrease the value, it will decrease the value once again. Similarly, if I use we have logical operator as the operators which we have in another languages. So logical operator, we have ampersand symbol, pi symbol and exclamatory mark. So double ampersand symbol, it returns true value if all expressions are true. For example, A greater than B and A less than C. If both conditions having true value, then and then the value of this statement is true, otherwise it will be false. And OR symbol, or we can say a pipe symbol, it returns a true value if any one of the statement or condition is true in the given statement. For example, if A is greater than B or A is less than C, here if any one of this statement is true, then the output will be true, and not equal to, it will just give a complement expression for the given result. So let's see one example. We have created three variables, variable X having value 100, variable Y having value 25, variable Z having value 10. So as a result, and we have also created one variable result which contains the value false. If we use A greater than X greater than Y, ampersand A greater than Z. So instead of calling it ampersand, we can use AND, only AND logical symbol. So if X greater than Y and X greater than Z, then print X. So it will print the value of X. So as we all know, 100 is greater than 25 and 100 is greater than 10. So it will print the output or a line 100. Similarly, if X is less than Y or X is greater than Z, so X is not, or 100 is not less than 25, but 100 is greater than 25. So it will print the value of Y, that is 25. And if we use result dot not, so result is logical operator, so it will print logical operator, because we have already give the value of result false. So result is not, so it will print, or result is, value of result is false, it will print the next symbol, that is logical operator. So our output is 100, 25 and logical operator. Now the last operator, that is bitwise operator. In operators we have SHL, SHR, USHR and OR, XOR and INV as an operator. The meaning of SHL is nothing but sign shift left. We are shifting a 1 bit value at the left. We are SHR, it indicates that we are shifting the signing value to the right. USHR, it indicates that we are shifting the unsigned value to a right. AND operator or 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 XOR or INV, these are the bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR and bitwise inverse operator respectively. So as you can see on the screen, these are the some expressions for the given operators. As you can see in a example, we have created a value or we have directly written one print statement that 5 assigned shift left by 1 bits. So 5 dot SHS 1, so it will shift a value of 5 by 1. So in bit, if we shift the value of 5, it will change the symbol or a bit value, that is 00 like. So it will shift that value and the output will become 10. Similarly, it will carry for the rest. So friends, this is all about the operators which we use in Kotlin. Thank you very much.